Okay, so here is the part 2 to the situationship that I reviewed a few videos ago. Um yeah, let's just get right into it. So this is the one where he he's like phone addict. He doesn't really like text her like that, and she's like, "Oh, he's saying we're not really ship." Blah 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 blah. Right? And so someone commented, it was like, "And bro has a phone addiction, but leaves you undelivered for hours." Right? And so I guess she's gonna explain this part.
So talk to my situationship boy. So in this video, everyone in the comments is roasting me and telling me that this guy is awful and I'm being delusional. To be fair, I also do think I'm being a little bit delusional, but to be honest, I think I made him sound way worse in that video than he actually is because I'm dramatic. Like, I swear he's a good person with good intentions. He's just, like, not well trained. Just let me be delusional. I think he's a good guy. Anyways, last night I texted him to have a talk with him today,
Oh,
and he said okay with an okay emoji. It's 4 o'clock right now, and I think he has a midterm right now, which ends at 5, and he's gonna come over to my dorm right after to talk to me. I'm scared. I'm like a really non-confrontational person, and I'm like bad at communicating and bad with my words. But I talked to my roommates and my friends about this last night for a long time. So I have like a solid game plan going into it. Okay, so first I'm gonna ask him whether he actually wants a relationship or not.
he already told you no.
If he doesn't, then I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed, but that just makes things easier for me, I guess, because then I can just cut it. If he does want a relationship, I'm gonna ask for like a specific timeline so I'm not left hanging. So like whether that's
No. It's either right now or never. This is your, like, if you're gonna do an ultimatum, don't be like, "Oh, I'll give you a time frame," because then he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'll tell you in 3 months," and then 3 months comes by, and then he's like, "Oh, I think I need 3 more months." Like, no, tell him it's now or never.
Within a few weeks or a few months. Also, if he wants a relationship at all, I'm gonna have to set my terms and tell him like I will not be happy in a relationship with the way he is right now, and so he's gonna need to change some things and some of his habits.
And you know what? You should not like get in a relationship with someone if you do not like how they are in this very moment. Like, if you're like, "Oh, I would love to be with you if you change this, and that," you probably they're probably not in the right spot.
I just want him to become a better texter and also make more time for me, showing more effort in general. Basically, for me personally, it's like I know I wouldn't be happy in a relationship with him if this is how he's gonna act, but I'm willing to give him a chance just because I genuinely think he's a good person, and I think that like if I communicate my issues with him, he will make an effort to change his habits. But don't worry, if I end up realizing that he's still not satisfying me, I'm not gonna settle. Alternatively, if after today's conversation he just doesn't want a relationship at all, obviously that'll make me a little disappointed, but that just makes things easier for me, so it's really up to him. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to communicate what I'm trying to tell him, and I'm just gonna start crying instead. While I wait for him, I'm gonna clean my room and fold my laundry to keep myself busy. But yeah, wish me luck.
Best of luck, girl. I hope there's another part to this. Let me go try to find it. Okay, so this is not what I was expecting at all. So the caption is like, "Get ready with me to break it with my cheating situationship." First of all, if he's your situationship, he cannot be cheating. Like, that's crazy. That's not even your man. But girl, oh, let's get into it.
Get ready with me to go confront my cheating situationship. I already have makeup on, but I cried most of it off, so we're gonna touch it up. So, everyone that was attacking me in the comments, you guys were right. So, some of you may know that yesterday I went to go have a talk with this guy.
Right. Okay, let me read the comment. It says the cons are smaller things, but eventually they'll grow on you. It's always the details. Waiting for potential is sometimes just a projection. And that's what I was saying, like, at the end of the video, I'm just like, if he's not like who you want him to be like right now, then like that's something.
And the conclusion of that talk was that like we were gonna be friends with benefits. He didn't exactly.
Men are absolutely fucking wicked. I'm sorry. Men are fucking wicked. Because how you gonna be like, "Oh, I want a relationship with you." Like, I think we should be friends with benefits. Like, I don't know if society has caught up to the fact that like friends with benefits, situationship, sneaky link, all of these things. It's just the girlfriend zone. Like not the girlfriend zone, but you the friend zone for girls. Because like if a guy's gonna like hunch with you and he don't want nothing with you, that means and he's like, oh, let's be like friends with benefits, like he is friend zoning you, but also wanting to be inside of you. Make it make sense.
Happy with friends with benefits either, but we figured that out, I guess. But since that talk yesterday, I have discovered new information. A friend of a friend told me that he cheated during our relationship, whatever it was. So, for context, this boy is a raver, and if you know anything about raves, you know about like the rave bay thing. And we were together. We obviously talked about that, but I wasn't going to stop him from going to raves since it's something that he really likes to do. Basically, what happened is around 2 weeks ago, he went to a rave, and one of my friends saw him making out with a girl.
Oh,
And at this point, we were technically exclusive.
mm.
I mean, being a raver should have been my first red flag, but I don't know why I stuck with that. I mean, some of you guys might not consider that cheating because we weren't technically in a relationship, but I think it was definitely a form of betrayal because we were exclusive. The funny thing is that in this video, I talk about his pros and cons, and like most of the pros that I mentioned were happening before the rave. Like before the rave, he was taking me out on dates. He was super caring to me, whatever. And then all the cons started happening after the rave. Like
Oh,
after the rave, he started being more distant and texting me less and hanging out with me less. And I think I should have seen that as a sign that like something happened at the rave, but I was still delusional. And the thing is, like, right before the rave, he was still talking to me seriously about turning it, whatever this is, into a relationship. And right after the rave, he started saying, like, oh, like, I don't think I'm ready for a relationship. So I think he knew his issues. And throughout these raves, he was posting like pictures with this girl on their Instagram story, like, like this. And like, I didn't really think that much of it because I guess I'm kind of dense. But when me and my friends asked about it, he said it was like a long time friend of his.
no.
I'm now finding out that they met the night of the rave at the rave. None of them knew each other. They met there. And
Wow.
that's when the whole make out, everything happened. And
Wait a minute, wait a minute. So you, if I'm talking to a guy and like we're talking and I'm like, oh, this is like we're about to be together, and he posts another girl on his story, I don't care if it's your mama. What is going on? What's happening? Like I'm gonna really be like, oh. Okay, the mama thing is a little too far, but like if it's just some girl and you're like, and I'm like, you don't post me, but you posting this random person. I ain't never heard of them. You're not like, oh, this is my friend. We go way back. Da da da. And he said that, but he lied. I'm like, oh, if this is a friend that goes way back, like, okay, friends that go way back, they would come up in conversation or something, be like, oh yeah, like my one friend, blah blah blah. It comes up in conversation. It doesn't just like, oh, now you have to ask, oh, who is this?
he's been texting her. So yeah, that explains why he's been distancing himself from me the past 2 weeks and why he no longer wants a relationship. Which makes sense.
Let her have him.
I'm gonna break it off now. So yeah, he has no idea that I know all of this. He thinks he's coming over to do other things because we're friends with benefits. Yeah, he's taking a quiz for one of his classes right now, and he's coming over after, so I'm excited. In conclusion, everyone that was telling me that I was being delusional or I deserve someone better, and all my friends were like, you gotta drop him, what are you doing with him? You guys were all right. And if I'm being honest, this guy's 5'7", and he's
No, girl, I'm thinking he's some a tall. I don't know like what race he is. I don't know if he's like white or Asian or whatever. But girl, relax.
looking, so I'm not losing much. But yeah, it still hurts for sure, and I'm definitely gonna cry about it a lot later, but it is what it is. Wish me luck.
Damn. Well, that is sad. That is so sad. I don't think there are any updates to that. Let's find out. Damn, that is so crazy. Yeah, the other ones are just yeah, there's no real like updates from this story, but that's crazy. And I cannot wait for you guys to see this one because it is absolutely insane. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna find a crazier situationship story.